We'll check the 2016 Dash for Dignity.
We've got tech tips for you.
And we'll have highlights from the Main Street event 2016.
All this and more coming up About Town.
Hello everyone and welcome to About Town. I'm Larry Stanley.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman, and I'm so happy to have Larry here in the co-host. This is a different hat for you because the last time you were here with us, you were talking about your film, Proud Souls. What's going on with that these days?
Well, Proud Souls is now on Amazon. Last time it was getting ready to be released on Amazon. Now it's on Amazon On Demand and Amazon Prime, so go check it out.
That's right. And thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And we're so glad that you could be here to get a preview of the Las Colinas Symphony's 2016-2017 season.
We'll also have details on Illuminate Irving and the Irving Black Arts Council's upcoming film festival. And we'll have Susan Comyob's review of The Magnificent Seven later in the show.
As always, we invite you to email us, let us know about stories that you'd like to see and events you'd like to promote.
So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter, or you can still email us at ictn@cityofirving.org.
The 23rd annual Clay Cooley Dash for Dignity helps adults with disabilities to find jobs. Susan Comyob was there at the starting line, and she brings us this story.
Are you ready for the dash?
Yeah! The 23rd annual Clay Cooley Dash for Dignity was held outside of the Urban Towers at Las Colinas. The event included a 5K race followed by a 1-mile fun run.
It's an exciting time. We're having hundreds of people coming out to run.
Over 700 people came out to participate, volunteer, or just cheer on the runners. Dash for Dignity benefits clients of the Citizens Development Center, which helps support and find jobs for adults with disabilities.
This is James. James has been at Citizens Development Center for many years. He's been to how many walks, James?
How many walks? Well, I've been walking long time since I enjoy walking on the Rock Run and the K Run because I'm making sure I will win that race for the best years of my life.
This is my second run.
Awesome.
And I love coming out here.
Aside from raising money for a good cause, an event like this also raises awareness.
It allows the community to understand that there are these adults out there, hundreds and thousands of them, that need jobs. They need a purpose, a reason to get up in the morning, a reason to have a community, and we provide that for them at Citizen Development. They come in every day, over 155 come in every day. They have a sense of community, they know each other, they support each other, they get to work, and they get a paycheck, which is awesome.
Dash for Dignity is valuable to more than just the people they're raising funds for.
I love this event because the community from Irving and all over Dallas comes out and they get to run, they get to walk, get to have some good food, they get to get exercise, and all promoting their exercise, they're promoting our cause of helping adults with disabilities find meaningful work.
And the 2016 Dash for Dignity proved to be an enormous success as they earned close to $70,000. Congratulations to all the folks who participated and helped out at this year's run. For About Town, this is Susan Comyob.
To learn more about resources for adults with disabilities, visit citizensdevelopmentcenter.org.
AT&T Marketplace has the latest technology tools to help with school and business. Kathy visited with tech guru Eric Bell about new ways to stay productive.
AT&T has some great tech solutions, and we're here with the resident AT&T expert, Eric Bell. Good to see you again, Eric.
Good to see you. How are you doing?
I am doing great, so I'm excited to hear what you've got for us today.
So let's start off with the first one there on the far right.
All right.
This is a wonderful new product. It's the ZTE Maven 2. It is a wonderful entry-priced phone, $59.99.
Wow.
And the amazing part is you can also get one free when you buy one. It's a wonderful promotion that we have for our GoPhone products right now.
That's really wonderful and really value priced.
Wonderful for those kids that are getting their first phone. Great thing to look at.
All right, good deal. And lots of fancy phones here. What's the most exciting thing you got going here today?
Oh wow, we've got 3 new phones. The first one there is the Samsung Galaxy S Active. The wonderful thing about the Active, it is water resistant, dust resistant, and shock resistant.
Wow.
Okay? So for those people who really want to utilize their phone and maybe be a little bit more careless, it's going to be a little bit more forgiving than some of the other devices.
Yeah, it sounds like something that I could have used for my son the entire time they were in high school.
Right, right. The next one is the Galaxy S7 Edge. It's exactly that. It has the curved glass on the sides, so you have the wonderful notifications, kind of like a ticker, so you can see see sports score updates, news updates. You can also see when somebody's calling you based on the colors just from the edge of the phone. Very, very fun, wonderful device.
Nice covert way to check things out when you've got other stuff going on.
Absolutely.
I like it. What's your final phone?
The latest and greatest, this is one we're very excited, just came out. It is the Note 7, brand new.
Oh, boy.
The great thing about the Note 7 is it has two wonderful features. The first one is you can actually unlock your device with your eyes. So yes, by looking at the phone, it'll recognize your eyes and it will unlock versus using a thumbprint or having to punch in a code.
Okay, retina scan on the phone.
Retina scan on the phone.
Wow.
Really, really neat.
That
The other
is.
wonderful thing about this device here is it also has the S Pen, still very popular for the Note series. And again, simply create a note and pop it open, and simple as that, you are writing on and making your grocery list.
That is some of the coolest technology I think I've ever seen, to be able to just whip out that stylus and boom, there you are.
Yep. The other stuff that for those back to school kids or those college or even high school kids, for them to have their private time, their quiet time, they're doing study time, these are wonderful products. The first one is the Beats. These are wonderful speakers, headphones. It's going to be great sound quality. They're going to be able to listen to the music while they're doing the studies, and they're not going to have to worry about all the background noise that's going on in the house.
All right, I like it. I might need some of those for myself.
Yep. The other ones, the big ones, is this is really popular for those people who are going to be going outside, or even those dorm room students. They want a little bit of music so they can have, again, while they're doing a lot of studies, or they're just relaxing. Wonderful music with the UE Roll brands. And the last thing is everybody needs power, especially for those Pokemon goers. Don't get
They're
caught
out there.
Right? Don't get caught without having power on your phone. Come in and pick up your batteries.
Those are all really exciting products, and I know one of the things that AT&T always wants to do, and so we'll finish out with this, is we want to encourage anybody who's got a smart device in their hands to stay safe.
Right. Please, please don't text and drive. It can wait. Please don't Pokemon and go either, okay? Please be safe. It can wait.
All right, thank you so much, Eric. Folks, there are a lot of great deals here, a lot of great value, so head on up to the AT&T Marketplace store and talk to Eric and his staff. They've got some deals for you up here. Thanks.
Thank you.
Visit AT&T Marketplace at 7800 North MacArthur Boulevard or check them out online at att.com.
The Las Colinas Symphony heads into their 2016-2017 season with a theme that will inspire you to take a walk on the wild side. Deborah Hawkins brings us the details. It's great to see you.
Good to see you again, too.
I always, and I say this every year, but I always love the themes that you guys come up with. So how are we going to be taking a walk on the wild side this season?
I think you would be amazed at how many classical pieces there are out there that were written about animals.
Okay.
And so we have made a collection of those animal pieces, and we will be featuring them throughout the entire season.
What a great, fun idea, and a way to make it accessible to people who maybe, are not necessarily symphony goers, but want to
Absolutely.
hear Firebird, for example. Did I throw that in there pretty
Absolutely.
good?
On the very first concert, I'm saying this year, our season, besides being a walk on the wild side, there will be to Come As You Are and Clap When You Like It.
That will make people feel so comfortable, because there's always that little moment of confusion at the end of a movement. It's like, okay, is it over with, and am I going to be the dunce that starts clapping?
We encourage everyone to clap all the time. The musicians love it.
Okay, and that is
So
good to know.
clap when you like it. Absolutely.
Come as you are and
Absolutely.
clap when you like.
Yes.
I like that idea.
Yes.
That makes the symphony a lot more approachable. So you have an interesting partnership that you guys have. I don't know that I've ever heard of this kind of partnership between a symphony and a
Zoo, of
Wow.
course. I
Yeah.
mean, if you're gonna go wild and you're going to talk about animals, it absolutely leads itself to the zoo. So the Dallas Zoo has partnered with us this year. We're very excited about it. We believe on our Christmas concert we are going to have animals actually at our concert hall before the concert in the venue, and everyone will be able to get up, come up to them. We'll have some zoo staff members that'll be there talking about the animals. Throughout the season, we'll be promoting the zoo, giving free tickets away to the zoo, and tying in as much as we can. We've already done a great social media campaign with a lot of really fun animals with instruments. And so definitely tag into our Twitter and our Facebook to see all the fun things that we're developing with the zoo throughout the season. It should be a lot of fun.
That is wonderful. So this first concert is Saturday, October 15th.
Correct.
Are you guys starting at 8 still?
Yes.
Okay, at
Yes.
8 o'clock. And you've got a special guest that you're bringing in.
Yes, her name is Kiara Sato Beckman. She's 17 years old. She's from Oregon. She is a child prodigy, and we are glad to have her performing Tchaikovsky's Violin Concerto. And I just think she is phenomenal. We've had a few posts on Facebook of some of her performances as well, and we are very excited to be promoting these young artists. And pretty much throughout the season, that is what we're going to be doing. Promoting these young artists that are just starting out, that have so much talent, that we know will go far beyond, but we can say we had you on our stage win.
There you are.
Absolutely.
There you are. So, kind of in closing, I know the whole season is going to be sort of built around this theme of animals and such. Any other highlights you want to mention before we close?
Absolutely. Of course, we'll do our annual movie quiz.
Oh, yeah.
And it will be movies about animals, so those should be easy to guess. Everyone should win a prize on that one. We are also going to do Carnival of Animals with the dual pianos, and we are having our own local DFW pianists, Alex and his brother Robert McDonald, playing the piano on that, and we are so excited to have them. That will be such a fun concert for us. So it'll be wild, no telling what that you could expect, so you don't want to miss a concert.
Right, you want to be at all of them because who knows
Never
what's going
know.
to happen. Exactly. Deb, thanks so much for being here. It's
You're
always great
welcome.
to hear about what's going on with the Las Colinas Symphony. Folks, you can go to the website, lascolinasymphony.org, but as Deborah mentioned, you can also check them out on Twitter and on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Great to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Back to you, Larry.
Susan Kamyab brings us reviews this week of the reboot of The Magnificent Seven and the new indie film American Honey.
A Western reboot should always make audiences proceed with caution. There's a fine line between nostalgia and just plain cheesy. However, director Anton Fuqua's latest remake of Magnificent Seven manages to do everything right. Rose Creek is under deadly control by the vicious Bartholomew, played by an eerie Peter Sarsgaard, who is continuously stealing from the small town. Finally, a scorned widow takes charge and hires a skilled bounty hunter to kill Bart and his murderous crew. In comes the highly skilled Chisholm.
What a bunch of misfits we are. You know how to shoot that thing?
He gathers 6 more men to help him on this practically impossible task, as it ultimately leads to a bloody battle of 7 men versus an army.
I sense we are bonding. Oh.
It's a simple plot that moves quickly with its fast pacing. Fuqua doesn't drag the film with extended dialogue for each scene, as we've seen before in other westerns. And that doesn't stop him from still giving us enough character development for each of the 7 men and then some. It's the strong all-star cast that makes this film so enjoyable, which includes a charming and always hilarious Chris Pratt, an endearing Ethan Hawke, and of course, the noble and magnetizing Denzel Washington. Magnificent Seven is heavy on the violence and the laughs. Though I can't recommend the film for the entire family, everyone of age should absolutely check out this action-packed thrill ride.
How'd we do? I think we killed them all.
Now on to a completely different genre of film. American Honey is director Andrea Arnold's newest independent flick. And boy, this film was about a whole lot of nothing, which is very disappointing for me to say, considering indies are usually my favorite type of movies, but I could not get on board with this one. The film follows Star, a struggling teenage girl played by newcomer and Dallas native Sasha Lane. With nothing to lose, she decides to leave her depressing life and join a young traveling magazine sales crew, essentially a band of misfits who party hard and are also on an empty path. During her training, she begins to fall for the group's bestseller, Jake, played by an eccentric Shia LaBeouf. Their romance is raw and natural. It's one of the few captivating things in this film. But like everything else in this movie, it leads
I've been
to
trying
nothing.
to be Christian, but I can see the devil has a hold of the two of you.
I think the devil has a hold of your daughter.
Though I understand what the director was hoping to accomplish with this story, sadly it ended up just having a lot of almost moments, meaning there were plenty of opportunities in the film for a scene to turn into a catalyst and finally head to something exciting, but instead it was as if the director gave up and didn't want to put in that kind of effort. The film almost had conflict, It almost had suspense, and it almost had intrigue. But it loses all of that after the first hour when you realize American Honey is majorly a repetition of teens partying and driving in a van, which makes the running time of nearly 3 hours long that much more confusing and unnecessary. To be fair, all the actors in the film gave committed performances and really shouldn't be blamed for their unlikable characters and lackluster plot. American Honey might still please a few, but I would save your time and money on this movie that takes you on the forever road trip to nowhere. For About Town, this is Susan Kamyab.
Magnificent Seven is playing at the AMC Irving Mall and Regal MacArthur Marketplace.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and the City of Irving has a very special event planned to help people understand the issues of domestic violence a little bit better and learn what to do about it. So Heather Koval is with me today. And Heather, tell me a little bit about the position that you have with the City of Irving and what your department is doing to make people aware of what's going on.
So I supervise our victim services unit at the Irving Police Department, and we wanted to bring awareness to the issue of domestic violence to our community. So we're hosting an event called Illuminate Irving on the Mandalay Canal, where we'll be putting lanterns on the water in honor of those who have survived a domestic violence relationship and also in remembrance of those who have died as a result of domestic violence.
That is so huge an issue.
Yes.
And for you guys to find a concrete way to really to illuminate, to bring those issues to light in the public is a really great thing. I know that you guys see quite a few cases all the time, and can you talk a little bit about what you principally do for folks that are victims?
Sure. Our Victim Services Unit works in partnership with the police department to provide direct crisis intervention services to victims of violent crime, to talk to them about safety planning. You know, safety is a huge issue for victims, whether they choose to stay in the relationship or leave the relationship. We want victims to be safe. And so getting a really good safety plan in place and connecting clients with the resources in the community that can help them. For many of the clients that we serve, they have a lack of financial resources, of support networks, housing may be an issue, and so our staff are going to work with those individuals to get them connected to the resources that they need to be safe and to gain self-sufficiency.
That is so great. So in doing this event, you're bringing attention to the fact that those resources are right here in the community, but you're also sharing another message about what domestic violence is with the community and what folk who may not have been directly affected by it but need to know about the issues can do. Can you talk about that?
Sure. So when it comes to domestic violence, a lot of people only think about the physical abuse that occurs in a relationship, which certainly is a major concern. But domestic violence encompasses so many other things. We look at verbal abuse, name calling, put downs, threats, emotional abuse, manipulation, isolation, destroying property, abusing pets. All of these things are part of the dynamics of domestic violence. For some of the clients that we serve, that emotional, verbal, psychological abuse is just as damaging to them emotionally as a physical assault is to them physically. So we don't want to minimize that either, because that affects the whole family unit. And you know, when we look at domestic violence, we know that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men are impacted. So the reality is that all of us know someone who has probably been affected by domestic violence, and maybe we just don't know it.
This is such a great way to bring, again, there's that illuminate, to bring light to a very difficult subject. So tell us again, when is it going to be and how can we get involved?
So the event is Tuesday, October 18th at the Mandalay Canal. We're going to start at 5:30. There'll be food and vendors out there talking about the resources for domestic violence. People will be able to get their lanterns at that time. And then at 6:30, the ceremony will start. It'll be a brief ceremony. We'll be putting the lanterns on the water at 7 o'clock.
What a great way and what a beautiful place to shed some light on a subject that we have the power to change. Sure. So my hat's off to you guys. Bravo. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
Back to you.
The 2016 Main Street event was 2 days packed full of music, food, fun, and more. Susan Kamyab has the story.
It's the annual Irving Main Street event, and there's plenty to show off, from classic cars to exciting live music. The 2016 Irving Main Street event had lots to offer this year.
The event is 2 days of fun. We've got so much going on out here. There's a free children's area, we've got music, we've got crafters, great food, so a car show. Do not let me forget the car show.
We've got Manifolds on Main. And Manifolds on Main, as you can see all around here, are all kinds of cars, trucks, motorcycles, from antiques to classics to cutting edge, newer model show cars. We probably expect about 110, 120 cars, trucks, and cycles out here today. I'm a classic car nut. I really like and enjoy classic cars and trucks.
While the adults enjoyed the cars, kids were having fun with the animals.
We do have a petting zoo and a pony ride. Both of those are free, and the kids love them. Lots of animals out here, a wide variety for them to check out.
Of course, people of all ages love a full day of live music and entertainment, which included a new addition. Friday night, the Irving Girls Cheerleader Association gave a special performance. Just move your body. And as always, there was a variety of unique vendors and delicious foods.
For the heat out here, we've got snow cones, we've got ice cream, and then, of course, finishing it off with some favorite annual festival type food. We've got funnel cakes and chicken strip baskets, corn dogs, things you can't go wrong with every year.
With so much going on at the Irving Main Street event, it welcomes a diverse group of visitors to partake in all the festivities.
Because we have live music, food, shopping, free children's activities, and a car show, we really see everybody from birth all the way to seniors, and it's a great place to see just what Irving's all about and to see our whole community and catch the hometown vibe.
Making this another traditional event in Irving to remember.
It's just a wonderful time to be here.
For About Town, this is Susan Comyard.
Thank you guys one more time. Y'all been fantastic. We're Northern National. Come over and see us. Have a good day.
Visit irvingevents.org for details on upcoming community events.
The Irving Black Arts Council kicks off their 2016-2017 season with something new. Dee Dee Mosley brings us the details. Dee Dee, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you as well.
So the Irving Black Arts Council has for several years done a short film festival that's been very successful for them. So now they're kind of flipping the script and bringing us a short play festival.
Exactly.
Yeah, and what a great idea. So can you tell me a little bit about your piece, because you are a playwright as well and you're going to be a part of the festival.
Yes, ma'am. The name of my play is Sick and Tired of Being Sanctified. And we have some great actors in the play. We have Lucretia Johnson, Darius Cade, and Brooklyn Roberson, and myself, Dee Dee Mosley. So I wrote the play and I'll be acting. The play is based on these friends, group of friends that attend church together, and they find that they have something in common. Even though they live their life as a Christian, they kind of find that they are still facing different obstacles in life, and they kind of question their relationship with God. But what they're doing is going through these things and find out that living their life outside of God is not the best choice. So we watch them, go through their struggles and help each other.
Okay, good deal. And the play, since it is a short play festival, you guys are all presenting all 6 plays in the one evening. About how long are the plays?
15 minutes,
okay.
And it is a competition, so we're going in as a competition, not like a program. So everybody's putting their best foot forward and their best actors forward, and it's going to be very impactful. And luckily, it's 6 ladies
so all female
black
voices.
Females as well.
That's
so
great.
Yeah, that's something different.
Well, I want to say these ladies' names because I think it's real important when you've just kind of stepped out on that limb and put yourself out there as a playwright. Folks know who you are. So the folks that everybody will be able to see are Leola Gross, Connie Fernandez, Tahisha Page.
Yes.
Okay, Daylene Carter and Stephanie Dixon, and of course yourself.
Dee Dee Mosley.
And so how's the competition going to turn out? What happens if you win it?
Oh, if you win the prize, the competition, you get to put on a full production. Everything is paid for. You have your lighting paid for, the tickets, you get half of the percentage of the ticket sales. I mean, everything is completely paid for. And we know both know that can be a great cause when putting on a production.
Absolutely, that'll be a huge help, and to get a chance to see your play fully realized on stage,
yes,
you know,
ma'am.
that is great. That's great. Well, best of luck to all of you talented ladies. I know Stephanie Dixon. She's done some things with us on About Town before, so I know that you are in a good group. You are in good company.
Yes, and I didn't mention this is my first time writing the play.
Oh my goodness!
So this is completely different for me.
Well, good
but
for
I'm
you
excited.
for stepping out on that. That's
Yes.
wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell us when the event is and where do we get tickets?
October 15th at 7 p.m. That's a Saturday, and you can purchase tickets online through the Dupree Theater, or you can purchase them from any of the playwrights.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal. Thank you so much, Dee Dee. We're looking forward to this new event, this Short Play Festival, and to all of you, best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Back to you, Larry.
British artist Alison Jardine's new exhibit, Anthropocene, combines fabric, concrete, and video in an immersive art experience. You can catch the exhibit through October 22nd in the Northlake College Gallery. Here's a look and a list of completely absorbing things to do about town.
And here are some other exciting events happening about town. The Irving Arts Center presents a day-long workshop on Eastern weaving on Saturday, October 8th. And the Big Read continues with a look at the Hispanic experience in literature at the National Scouting Museum on Monday, October 10th at 7 p.m.
AAA Texas helps get your teen ready to drive at the Teen Driver Safety Fair on Saturday, October 15th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Lively Point Youth Center. And the legend of Sleepy Hollow comes to life on stage at Carpenter Performance Hall with 4 performances Sunday, October 16th at 2:30 and 4 p.m. and Monday, October 17th at 9:30 and 11:30 a.m. Call 972-252-ARTS for ticket information. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time for a look at Comic-Con at the Irving Convention Center.
We'll also have highlights from the Big Read, and we'll check out fashion at the Four Seasons.
We'll leave you tonight with a look at the 3 redneck tenors kicking off the entertainment series of Irving's 61st season. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Larry Stanley. Have a great evening, About Town.
Oh, Shenandoah.